Hello, everyone. My name's Diane. I'm here to tell you about a unique opportunity for study abroad. So, I work at the University of Wyoming in the Education Abroad office. We're located in the Cheney International Center. So it's hard to visit lots and lots of classrooms each week. So we've put together this video to tell you about the London semester. So the London semester is a program where you're enrolled at UW and you take UW courses with a UW professor and a group of other UW students, but you happen to be in London. So this would be for the spring 2023 semester. And this program is open to all undergraduate students, even freshmen. So you still have time to apply. You have plenty of time. We've extended the deadline until Friday, October 21st. So let me tell you about the program, and then I'll talk to you about how to apply. So the London semester has been on campus for over 20 years. It's offered every spring semester, and each year a different UW professor leads this program. So this year it happens to be a poli-sci, political science, and international studies professor. But that doesn't mean that you have to be a political science or international studies major to take advantage of this program. You can be any major, you can even be undeclared. So the first thing we're going to talk about is cost, because that's a huge factor when you are considering changing up any program. So you see that there are two numbers on the slideshow, the 9,000 figure and the 11,000. That's your total cost for this program, depending on which housing option you choose. Now, not everybody has $11,000 in their pocket today, but keep in mind that this cost includes your tuition, fees, and housing, and transportation, not airfare, but transportation while you're in London for the entire semester. So while you're budgeting, if you think about what you spend in a semester in Laramie from January to May, rent, utilities, parking, gas, tuition, fees, it all adds up. This cost covers all tuition and fees and housing and public transportation. Now, if you currently are a UW student with any sort of financial aid, loans, scholarships, whether it's a Pell Grant, whether it's a Hathaway, whatever funding you have currently, as long as you're in good academic standing, that funding will carry over to this program. So this cost can be reduced. There's also ample funding available through WYO scholarships. So in WYO scholarships, especially the Cheney options, the Cheney Foundation has a lot of money to offer for students that are ready to study abroad. So you can get additional scholarship funding from them. Also, if you are a political science or international studies major, you qualify for a $2,500 grant for this program. Dr. Garner, who's the professor leading this program, can give you more information about this scholarship. Now, before you leave, before winter break, sometime in early December or late November, Dr. Garner, your professor, will go over pre-departure orientation with you. Then you leave on winter break and you take a nice extended break. Everyone else comes back around January 17th, and you're not even coming back to campus. You'll meet at the airport, Denver International Airport, sometime around January 26th, and you will all fly together with your professor and the group, arriving on January 27th, and then you will return to Laramie in late April. Even though it's a shorter time away, it still gets you a full semester of UW credits. Since this program is less than 90 days, you don't need a student visa to travel on this program, unless you pick an internship option, which I will talk about. This is your professor, Dr. Andrew Garner. He teaches in the Spice department at the University of Wyoming, and you can read more about him on the UW website. He's been to London before, he knows the city, and he's really excited to show you guys around. So while you're in London, you will take 12 to 15 credits. 6 of those credits are listed here. You'll take these 2 classes from Dr. Garner while you are in London. Now, if you've already taken one or both of these classes, don't worry, Dr. Garner will work with you to create an independent study instead. Again, if you are outside political science, you don't need any prerequisites for these classes, and they can transfer or show up on your transcript as elective credits for graduation. Another 3 credits you'll take is a class called the British Life and Culture course. This is offered by AIFS. In this presentation, you'll see the AIFS logo in the top right. AIFS is the company that partners with the University of Wyoming to offer this program. So when you're in London, you will be on site at the AIFS Center with AIFS instructors, etc. So they're the ones that offer this course. Dr. Garner doesn't teach it, but he'll be participating in it with you. And this course gives you a great look at London and British life and culture. It's filled with field trips and other excursions. And before we go into housing, the other 2 credits that you will take, or I'm sorry, the other 2 classes that you'll take for a total of 3 to 6 more credits include electives from the AIFS catalog. So AIFS has a small catalog, but they'll offer you upper division classes in different areas, anywhere from art, archaeology, journalism, even theater. And so you can choose 1 or 2 courses, depending on if you want 12 or 15 credits, to round out your semester. Housing. So you have 2 housing options. Option 1 is the homestay. The homestay is when you live with a British family in a British home. So you'll have a host mom, a host dad, probably, maybe even host siblings, and you'll live in their home. You will live with another roommate who will be another American, possibly UW student. And so this option is good if you are interested in really delving into true British life while you're there. So it's more cultural immersion. You get to experience the day-to-day. You get the comfort of a home and hopefully a lifelong friend overseas. Option 2 is the shared apartment. So you would live in this apartment, the one that's pictured here, and it's a dorm-like situation. So you have a roommate and then you have shared common spaces that you use, and you'll be surrounded by other American students who are affiliated with AIFS programs. Your program cost also includes public transportation. So you'll get this card, it's called an Oyster card, and it's good for unlimited use on the Tube, which is the underground subway system in London, as well as the buses. So you can get around the city pretty easily by taking public transportation, and it's totally unlimited. So when you're in London, you'll have some free time to explore the city, maybe with Dr. Garner, maybe not. Maybe you'll want to go out and try a new restaurant or just visit a park in a new neighborhood, and you'll be able to do that very easily. Your housing is in London, and so you're fairly centralized. You're not outside in a suburb or anything like that, so you'll have access to everything that London offers. AIFS also offers shared facilities, mostly for studying. If you need access to a printer or a computer while you're there, because you will be studying, you will have assignments to complete, papers to write. They offer a center for that. They also offer a supportive team. So AIFS is there to help you every step of the way. If you have questions about classes, internships, visas, maybe when you get there, you get sick or you have a problem or you need assistance and don't know who to ask, the AIFS team is there on call all the time. Now, instead of doing the 3 to 6 elective credits, you can choose the internship option. So you would still do Dr. Garner's classes and the British Life and Culture course, but you would have an internship. So this is an option. Maybe your major requires an internship. Maybe you just want some work experience. All of the internships are tailored to what you want. So if you're a student working in journalism, tell AIFS that you're interested in a journalism type of internship, and they can place you maybe with a newspaper or a television station or something like that to give you some work experience. If you do the internship, you will need a visa. It's called a Tier 4 visa. It's a student visa in order for you to be eligible. This is an additional cost. It costs about $400 for the visa. Now, while you're in London, you're primarily a student, you'll be studying, you'll be devoting your time to doing well in class. But it's also important when you study abroad to experience everything that you can about a new culture. That's the best part. So AIFS offers several excursions while you're there. They're optional, so you can choose to participate, but if you wanted some downtime or some free time to do something else instead, that's optional as well. One of the excursions that is a highlight and a favorite is the Scotland weekend. This one comes with an additional cost of $625, but you get 4 days in Scotland. That includes your housing, your breakfast, your transportation there. So if you really want an unforgettable experience, you can opt into the Scotland weekend. If you're ready to hear more about this program, the deadline is coming up October 21st, but you still have time. So the top left QR code is just a Google form that you just put your name and email, that's it, and I will contact you. Or if you're ready to schedule now, on the bottom right QR code takes you to our bookings page here at Study Abroad. And you can book an appointment with me and we can sit down, go through everything, go through your questions. I can show you how to get started, how to apply, what to expect, and there's no commitment. If for some reason you think London semester isn't for me now, but I'm interested in studying abroad, maybe next year, maybe next summer, maybe during my junior year, you can come and talk to me as well, and I can give you all sorts of options to enrich your experience here at UW. If you have questions now, you can always email me. My email is twostep@uwio.edu, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.